a settlement for 3 of the victims of the February 2023 Michigan State University shooting. WWJ legal analyst Charlie Langton is live with more on the breaking news. Charlie.
Yeah, good morning. It's a $30 million, just about $30 million settlement for 3 victims in that MSU shooting. This occurred back on February 2023. That was when the shooting occurred. Now, attorney Mick Graywall, he was the attorney that represented these 3. He says that unlike the Oxford high school shooting case, Michigan State knew about the campus, that it was dangerous. In fact, had received several complaints by both professors and others that the campus was dangerous, and yet did nothing. And this was all before the shooting. And therefore, under an exception to governmental immunity, lawsuits can go forward.
So my clients are satisfied and actually, in a way, happy that the university did the right thing and came forward to settle this case, because they want to put this behind them and they want to move forward.
Now, one student, Nathan Stately, he was a junior. He was shot in the head. He received $14.25 million. He will have lifelong injuries to his brain. Reporting live, Charlie Langton, WWJ News Radio, 950.
Yeah, Charlie, you mentioned this was kind of an unusual circumstance for these payouts to happen. I mean, is this something that can be used as precedent moving forward, or where are we at with this?
Well, in any of these school shootings like we've seen, in fact, the Oxford is a good example, you can't sue the school. Why? Because something called governmental immunity. It protects negligence of the incident. So in other words, if the students were, or if the teachers were negligent, they should have taken the gun away, etc. That's just, you can't sue because of governmental immunity. However, this Michigan State case is a little bit different. In this case, there's an exception to governmental immunity called a building defect. And if like a slip and fall in a building, for example, it's almost kind of the same thing. But in this case, Mick Graywall, the attorney, showed that there were prior complaints of that this building is dangerous, and Michigan State did nothing. Now, that's not governmental immunity. That's an exception, and so therefore a lawsuit can go forward. And in this case, it did, and they made a settlement. So, a little technicality there, but it's a big one, and it does show the difference between Michigan State and what they did or didn't do, and other shooting cases from or within public entities like a school.
So, Charlie, is the university protected with this payment? Do they have an insurance of sorts, or is this going to come out of the pocket of the actual school itself?
I asked that question. He can't tell me the answer.
I see.
Good question, though, Chris. Yeah. That's a very good question. I don't know. I don't want to guess on the answer. They do have insurance in most of these cases. A couple of years ago, the 3 students that were killed at Michigan State, they also made a settlement. And I think that's been out there. They each got $5 million. But again, those are settlements. There's some insurance, I believe. Don't know how much, don't know the coverage, and there could be a whole bunch of legal issues regarding coverage when you have governmental immunity. But we don't know where the money came from. All we know is that it is a settlement, and Michigan State accepted it. And as Mick Graywall said, his clients want to move on.
All right, Charlie, we'll keep asking the questions, and hopefully we'll get some answers moving forward on some of the details on the story. Thank you.